Windows. I was really interested in the concept of the movie. I thought it was pretty original, seeing a movie that's being almost played on a laptop screen. I don't really know how to explain it. Everything takes place inside a laptop. It's about Nick, played by Elijah Wood, who really likes this actress who's played by Sasha Grey. And he wins a contest where he can go to Texas, where she has a press conference, sort of like Comic-Con, and he can have dinner with her. And basically, he's in a hotel watching the press conference, and he's taking screenshots of her to put on his website and everything. And he gets an email saying that he needs to send a personalized greeting. So he needs to take a camera, film himself, and send a video saying his name, why he's here, and what he expects from the dinner and everything like that. And then he receives an email, or he receives a phone call saying that the contest was cancelled. So I was very interested in the first 5-10 minutes. Everything sort of starts happening. What I didn't like was actually how everything happened. I mean, it sort of had the same feeling as Compliance, which was a very good movie, better than this one. Compliance was about a guy that liked to call McDonald's and Burger King and make people do awful things to each other because he said that he was with the police, and this is a real story. And, a young girl was forced to take off her clothes and do sexual things because the police called. And this had the same feeling where Nick, played by Elijah Wood, needs to do awful things to Sasha Grey because some guy from the computer is telling him to. And, I mean, I don't think that he reacted in a very realistic way. He didn't sort of question anything that was happening. He started questioning things afterwards when it was too late, when he had done awful things already and the guy was blackmailing him. And it was so easy for him to just send everything to the police and be done with it. So I feel like he started questioning what was happening way later than he was supposed to. And the acting was okay. Sasha Grey, I feel sorry for her just because she gets naked in this one, and it's so uncomfortable to watch her get naked because it's sort of like a fantasy rape scenario type of thing. And I feel very uncomfortable watching it because I feel like no one will take her seriously unless she gets naked. I don't know, I feel like no one's gonna hire her because they always associate her with her former line of work. And I don't think she was terrible. She wasn't that fantastic or anything, but she wasn't terrible. I feel like she tries really hard to be taken seriously, and sometimes it doesn't really translate well on screen, but she was okay. I liked when she was actually afraid. She's really good at doing afraid, but she's not that good at doing angry. And Elijah Wood was good, I guess. It felt like the acting was way over the top. I haven't watched Time Crimes. I heard that I should. Someone on Twitter mentioned that I should watch it. I have no idea what Time Crimes is about. I guess crimes in time. I have no idea. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe I will understand this a bit better if this is the director's style. But if Time Crimes is like Open Windows, then I probably won't like it. I'll have to look into it. The story was good. I mean, it was original enough. It wasn't that original, but I feel like there were so many plot twists, and they were good, but they weren't executed well. By the end of the movie, I didn't care what was going on. I didn't care who was who. I didn't care about anything at this point, and I don't even remember. I watched it last week, and I don't even remember what happened. There were some plot twists with people coming in and out of the movie, and I guess I wasn't paying attention to it, but half the time I was just like, what just happened? I don't even care. I wasn't invested in these characters. I was at first, but when everything just started going out of control. I just stopped caring. And one thing that I didn't like was the technology used in the movie, because that was just ridiculous. He has the option to look into the guy's trunk and see what's in there. It's like these 3D models of atoms spinning around and forming a picture. It was just silly, and I feel like in a movie like this, they should choose if they're gonna be super realistic or completely unrealistic. And I feel like they were in the middle. I feel like they were sort of going towards the unrealistic, but they should have just pushed it a bit more and it would have been great. But I feel like they were just like right on the edge of, no, this is plausible, but we're gonna show you this ridiculous technology that no one has. And I have no idea what the point was with those French dudes. That's not a spoiler. A group of hackers comes into play. I have no idea what their motivation was. I have no idea what they were doing. I have no idea why they decided to be in the process of this whole kidnapping Sasha Grey type of thing. I have no idea if they wanted to help. I had no idea if they wanted to kill her, expose her. I have no idea. So I just don't know what their motivations were. I have no idea what they were doing in this movie. So things like that just really put me off. And the villain, who was ridiculous. He was just so silly and over the top and so annoying. With a villain like this, you're supposed to really understand that yes, he's evil and he's doing evil things, or he's just misunderstood, or whatever the motivation is. This guy was just annoying. He was not smart, and the way he talked was annoying. Everything about him was annoying. And in a movie like this, you spend so much time with the villain where he's just talking to you. So small things like that really put me off. And at the end of the day, I think that it had strong plot twists which were not executed well. So by the end of the movie, I just didn't care about them at all. I think it started off strong. I was really intrigued. I was interested, and it goes by quickly. I think it was an hour and 40 minutes, and maybe an hour and 50. But it goes by pretty quickly. It's not a slow movie. There's always something happening, and I did like that it was in real time. There are no action. I mean, there are cuts, but it's in real time. Yeah, I guess I have nothing else to say. Open Windows. I guess if you like Elijah Wood, watch it. If you like Time Crimes, maybe watch it. If it's similar, I have no idea. I can't comment on that. But this director, I feel like I might not be into his style. Maybe I have to look into him a bit more. But I feel like it could have been better. I feel like it could have been executed better, and it could have been a bit more clear in its plot twists, and it could have explained a bit more about the characters that come in randomly and don't do anything. There weren't necessarily plot holes, but nothing was developed completely. Sasha Grey's character, I have no idea what was up with her. She's the actress that's kidnapped, and she's supposed to be afraid for her life, but then she isn't, and then you're thinking, okay, she's just acting to like get to distract the guy so she can escape, but then she doesn't, and I have no idea what her motivations were. She seemed like she was just there, and they needed a girl to be kidnapped, and that's it. So that's all I have to say for Open Windows. It wasn't one of the strongest movies that I've seen so far. I wouldn't watch it again, I don't think. I'm glad I watched it. It wasn't like it was awful. I wasn't there looking at the clock constantly, but it could have been executed better. That's I guess my point with this. It was a good idea. They had good plot twists, good story, good, the desktop thing. That was really clever, and I really liked the way he navigated through everything. But it wasn't executed properly, I don't think. The technology that they used, and the acting, and the way that it was told, it wasn't as good as it could have been, I guess. That's my point. So yeah, Open Windows. Tell me what you think.